Good morning, Central. This is Daylin and Ashley bringing you today's news. Today is Election Day. Tune into CBS and CNN for live coverage all day. If you want to make your vote count, go to Google Classroom and vote.
Because Friday is Veterans Day, there is no school.
Congratulations to the 176 students who had perfect attendance. 15 of you guys were chosen for treats randomly. So your names will be on screen now.
Students who are interested in taking the Alive at 25 defensive driving course may pick up information sheets in the main office. The course is being held on Sunday, November 20th, 1 o'clock p.m. to 5:30 p.m. at the North Dakota Safety Council, 308 40th Avenue Northeast, Suite A. This course is approved for point reduction and insurance discounts.
National Honor Society elections are today before and after school in room 120, the driver education classroom. If you are a member of NHS, please come to room 120 and cast your ballot.
All Key Club members have a meeting tomorrow at 3 o'clock in room 112. New members are welcome. If you are interested in being a part of a service organization dedicated to working for our school and community, please come to tomorrow's meeting.
There's a TSA meeting on Thursday right after school in room 8.
Happy birthday to the Michael Bihel, Elizabeth George, Olivia Lewis, Isabel Pardon, and Jack Pemwell.
Lunch today is hot dog on a bun, chili, spritz, crackers.
Please stay tuned for the Harbor video.
Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.
I'm Mike Smith, and you're watching The Harbor. Today on The Harbor, we're going to hear from Michelle Parker, a successful female athlete in a male-dominated sport. She's going to share with us about her life and also the importance of building each other up instead of cutting each other down.
What's happening? My name is Michelle Parker and I'm a professional skier. I grew up in Lake Tahoe, California, where I was surrounded by mountains and skiing ultimately became my daycare. It's my biggest passion, it's what I do today. I grew up in a pretty small community and a lot of my girlfriends, for whatever reason, I didn't really feel accepted with them. So pretty much at a really young age, maybe around second grade, I started hanging out with a bunch of guys. I cut my hair really short and became a tomboy, and I just felt like I fit in better with them. I started playing on the baseball team with all the guys, and I was the only girl on the team at the time. At a young age, I didn't really know the difference between, being the only girl on the team. It was just kind of natural to me, and I didn't really think anything of it. So I kind of just had this equal playing field in my eyes at a pretty young age. With skiing especially, I kind of just surrounded myself with all these guys and skied the park with them and went in the mountains with them. And for whatever reason, I just felt a really good, strong connection with them. And I think there was something lacking in my relationships with these girls, whether that was this supportive aspect of being friends, or they didn't really understand where I was coming from, and I don't really know what that was, but growing up I felt that for sure. When I was 16, I was skiing in the park and this guy came up to me and he handed me his business card and he said, "I own this company and I want to sponsor you." And that was my first time ever even thinking about becoming a professional skier. At that time in my life, there wasn't too many women that I looked up to that were skiers. There just weren't many women out there that were skiers. I looked up to Mia Hamm. She was my biggest hero. And then one thing led to another, and next thing you know, I was competing in the X Games and traveling the world as a professional skier at a pretty young age. So I see this kind of inequality in the numbers of girls doing these sports all across the board with action sports, with the companies promoting women as opposed to men. It's just like there's 10 guys per one girl on one company, and maybe even more so of an imbalance. But that's with skiing, that's with skateboarding, that's with surfing, that's with everything. It's just like there's this interesting imbalance going on, and it can be really intimidating for young girls to come up and to want to do these sports because they're so male dominated, and it can be really intimidating as a young woman coming up and walking to a room full of guys to talk to them or whatever it may be. But I don't think it should be that way, and I don't think you guys should have to experience that feeling of intimidation. I think it should be just equal playing fields for everyone. So all winter, I'm out there traveling around with a group of guys, probably like 6 of them, a bunch of filmers, a bunch of photographers, and a bunch of athletes. And one thing that I've come across kind of year after year is just feeling that I'm the only girl on the crew, and I'm the youngest on the crew, and for whatever reason, this company or these people that I'm with don't always take me super seriously. When I have an idea, it kind of gets shot down or it gets put on the back burner, and I kind of just always have felt like that's a gender thing. And so it even came down to the fact that sometimes they'll tell me that those mountains over there are too big for me to ski and that I shouldn't go on this trip because it's too gnarly or whatever it is, and that kind of like hurts me, and it affects me on an emotional level, which then affects the way that I perform. And I think that it's just so important as guys and male counterparts, whether you're in school with a girl or if you're out playing sports with a girl, is just to lift them up and to help them feel empowered to go out there and accomplish their dreams and do whatever it is that they want to do. And it's not just the guys. There's women in these sports as well. And I think that even though we're direct competition, it's really important just to lift each other up and to continue to cheer each other on, because we're all in this together, and if we can all just band together and cheer each other on, then we're gonna be better off because of it. These limits that society and our culture have put upon us, you have to have thick skin to break through that and do what you want to do. So if you're a girl and you want to go try out for the all-star team in baseball, go do it. And if you're a guy, be supportive of that woman who's doing that. You've got to empower yourself, and you have to empower each other. And you find something that you're passionate about and you stick with it. You don't let the status quo stop you from doing that.